can look so good, but it actually does depend on your face shape, whether you can carry it off or not. So, Michelle, you're going to give us some of the rules. Who can wear a center part? Maybe the people that might want to stay away, and a couple of looks that you can have if you're rocking a center part. This is our model, Ella.
Yes.
Pulled right from the audience, but looking like a real model.
Perfect.
So thank you very much. Same with Haley as well.
Yeah.
So, who can and maybe who can't wear a center part?
The ideal face shapes for a center part would be heart shape, slightly oblong, not super long, but a little bit oblong or oval.
Right.
Square shape you can wear, but you want to wear longer hair with it. So if you do have a square face, you can still do a center part, but you want to bring the length down. So you're drawing ideally the oval face shape out of that style.
Got it.
Yeah.
It does seem to be more of a youthful thing.
Definitely. I think one of the challenges is with a center part, we love it. It's in style. It's very 70s, which is awesome.
Right.
But the challenge is that it's perfectly symmetrical.
Right.
And not everybody's face is perfectly symmetrical. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is that it doesn't have to be dead center. When you take a center part really, really straight down, it's going to emphasize or possibly bring out if you do have a slightly asymmetrical face shape.
Right.
So with that being said, you don't always have to go dead center, and I believe for Ella, she's just slightly off. So you can go about like a ½ inch off and use like a little tail comb, and it can also actually be a little bit zigzaggy, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You can make it a little bit zigzaggy, and even in the front you could take a section and bring it over, and that still gives you that look of kind of the chicness of a center part without being harsh.
Really good point. So if you can freestyle that line a little bit, it's going to be way more forgiving for your features.
Oh yeah, and don't get all 90s where it's like that full-blown zigzag. Like we don't want like Rachel from Friends.
I remember that.
Yeah. So we want to keep it kind of messy, a little bit chic, and that's the idea, is that a center part can make your style look chic and also look like a totally different feel for you. It could be the right amount of change for yourself that you feel like, oh my gosh, I have this whole new style.
Very cool. Now, when you want a little bit more volume, there are certain things that you can do with your hair in a center part that's going to give it that va-va-voom.
Exactly. So what we don't want, and I think if you've tried it at home, which I have, first of all, if you have bangs, make sure they're down to your cheekbones before you split them in half, or you are not going to be happy. Very bad. So long hair and center parts are like peanut butter and jelly. They really go together.
Right.
But we can do a little bit of back brushing using a larger brush, not your comb so much, and just create a little bit of fullness in through the sides, and then you can kind of brush and smooth out the rest of the look, so you have a bit more width if you are more narrow-faced.
Very nice. Okay, let's go over to Haley now. Another really good face shape for a center part. So she has an oblong, oval face. This works well, which is why it looks so good on her.
Absolutely. And what's great is that as having a little bit more of an oval face or a little bit more oblong, she's got it worked in the bob shape.
Right.
And the important thing also is if you're going to wear your center part with straight hair, it looks a lot better when you have longer layers and not short and choppy.
Got it.
If you have more layers, you're going to do more of a wave. Yeah. And then the other thing is you always have these little flyaways. So I have a wax and a hairspray. It's all you need. Whipped wax, get rid of the flyaways, but don't stick them to your forehead. And if you need back combing, bring it out. Yeah.
Okay, to give it a little bit more volume so you don't have it just like spaghetti.
Exactly.
Right.
And this looks really great with a bit of a wave as well.
Right.
Like a soft tussled wave, and always roll back. If you're going to do a center part, roll away from the face so you're opening sort of your face up a little bit. Yeah, you don't want to be closed in like that either.
Right, because then it just becomes like little curtains.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, love that. Michelle has brought all of you Schwarzkopf, Osis, Freeze, Finish Spray, and Whipped Wax Spray to get your center part looking awesome. Going to break now. It's Fashion Friday. So much coming up. Stay with us.